Hello guys, now for those of you that just got your Italian driving license, which is Patente B, I'll be telling you how to know the type of car that you can drive or how to know the type of car that you can buy. Because here in Italy, the government said if you just got your driving license, there are some cars that you are not permitted to drive. Despite the fact that you have driving license Patente B like the one I have, there are some cars I can drive that you cannot drive for the first 3 years. That is why your driving license is referred to as NEOPATENTE, which is new driving license. Before it used to be 1 year. After 1 year, you'll be able to drive every other car that Patente B can drive. But recently they changed the law to the first 3 years, you will not be able to drive some certain cars. So how can you know these things? Government now said, okay, you should consider 3 things when you are buying or you want to drive a car here as a new driving license holder. So they said the number one, you must check the potential of that car, which is the engine capacity, the strength of the engine of that particular car. Either it must not be more than 105 kilowatts. So how can you know it before you drive that car or buy that car? You ask them to give you the libretto of that car, because all cars here in Italy have what they call libretto. You open the libretto, you go to the top right of that libretto, you will see where they wrote P.2, which is P number 2. Then the number after it is the potential of that car. If you see something like 050, meaning the potential of that car is 50. If you see something like 100, meaning the potential of that car is 100. So you can be able to drive that type of car because it is not up to 105. But you also need to be careful, because there are some cars that can have a potential of 100. If you go and drive that car, they can still give you motor in some cases. Why? Which is the number 2 thing government say you should consider. Government now say, okay, there are some cars that have the potential of that 105, but the weight of the car is so light, maybe 100 tons. So if you go and drive that type of car, the car will just be running, so which is risky. Government now say, okay, no, hold on, you should also consider the weight of the car, which they calculate in tons. So like my car now can weigh 1,000 tons. The government now say, okay, if a car weigh 1,000 tons, then the maximum potential that you can drive as a new driving license holder is 75, no longer 105. Your own will now stop at 75. So if I give you my car now, and the car is weighing 1,000, which is you can also see in the libretto, and the car is weighing 1,000, don't go and look at potential of 105, look at potential of 75. So let's okay, the weight of the car, the tons of the car is 1.2. So you also increase as you increase 1.2, so the potential of the car will also increase a bit up. So you can see the calculation there. So that's how to do the calculation. But in all, at the end of the day, you cannot drive a car that is more than 105 kilowatts. But also consider the weight of the car. If the car is very light, 1,000, your own will end at 75. So as the car go up, so that's how the potential, or as the weight of the car go up, that's how the potential also go up. But the potential must end the 105. So some of people will say, what about the consumption calculation? You know, some car that will tell you the car is 1.1, 1.2, 1.4, 1.6. No, when it comes to new driving license, they don't consider that one. Whether the car is 2.2, is 1.1, you can drive any of them. What government says you should look at is the potential, the strength of the car. That's what government says you should look at. So that's the 2 things you should look. The first one is 105. The second one is to also put the weight of the car into consideration. As the weight of the car go, that's how your potential also go until it gets to that particular number. So the third one is your speed. They said, okay, if you go to autostrada, you cannot drive more than 100 kilometers per hour. And then if you go to Tanzania, the one they call extra urbana, you cannot drive more than 90 kilometers per hour. If you drive more than that, they can give you fine for it. So that's the 3 things they said you should put under consideration. So for those of you that want to buy a car, you don't know the type of car, you don't know what to look at. So, or better still, when you want to buy a car, you go to the car shop, you can explain to them that you just got your driving license. The person selling the car there will be able to put you through. But there are times you can have a car in your house, maybe your husband have a car, and this video might help you. So before you drive that your husband car, go and check the libretto and check where they wrote the potential, which is number P2. You check the potential there. If it is less than 105, then you can be able to drive that car. But also make sure you check the weight of that particular car and do the calculation the same way I just asked you to do it. Now for you to see the weight of that car, you need to check where they wrote F. You can see it either F1 or F2. in that same top right of your libretto. So please share this video so to get to as many people as possible that might be wondering on what to do because they just got their driving license, so that they can be able to learn from this and see how they can avoid error. Or better still, you can go to the nearest driving school close to your house and re-ask them again for them to clarify you again. Thank you and God bless you. And don't forget to use tap send. That happens to be the best app everybody are now using to send money to Nigeria. I told you, if you put my promo code, they will dash you €5 in your first transaction. You can get tap send from Apple Store or for Play Store. Go and use it and you'll thank me later. Thank you and God bless you.